Hey everybody. I'm gonna do my best to not ramble on this video. um, but I gotta come on and talk about a few things. And they're all kind of connected. And I need to talk about my week as well because it's been pretty wild. So first order of business. Um, well, in the last 28 days, this channel has doubled. I was up to 1,000 subscribers about a month ago. Within the last 28 days, I'm up 1,045, I believe, 1,046, somewhere in there, subscribers. This channel's growing at a rate that I had never imagined, I never believed would be a possibility, I never thought would be a thing. So I'm just grateful. That was all of you guys. You guys have been with me from the beginning. Thank you for watching and traveling along the journey with us. For those of you that just joined, thank you. Thank you for coming along and watching this crazy story that Brittany and I experienced. To that point, oh my gosh, what happened to my eye? Ow. Well, that's new. Okay. Yeah, no wonder my eye feels funny. It's swollen. Sorry. I have no idea what's going on. So I think to that point, I'm getting a lot more comments, and I'm finding myself increasingly behind. And for those of you that do not know, when me and Brittany started this channel, we had every intention. I warned her against this. I told her that, look, baby, I understand you want to respond to every single comment. I understand that you want to be personable and real and relate to every single person and pour your heart to every person that's there. But I said, if this thing grows, I don't know if you're going to be able to keep up. And as we know, Brittany passed away never having been able to post. She always wanted to post them, but she never could. Episodes 16 to 90 are me. I'm coming back and reposting all of the journey that we experienced and we filmed, but we never uploaded. And you guys have noticed, those of you that comment, I answer every single comment that comes my way. And now I've gotten to a point where the last video that uploaded, I spent 3 hours answering comments, praying with you, laughing with you, crying with you. You know, I'm here for all of you guys. And I don't want to give up. I don't want to stop Brittany's dream. I don't want to stop just the immense connection that I've got with all you guys, but I think I'm gonna have to make some changes. I'm only a one-man operation. I don't have my partner in crime anymore. I can't just give it to somebody else. And I'm winding up I spent 3 hours for a new upload with all the comments. I spent 3 hours responding, and by the time I hit refresh, I had the same amount more to respond to. And I love it. I absolutely love the fact that I've got so many people engaged with the story, and so many people seeing God's mercy in the middle of all this, this craziness that we experienced. And yet I find myself daunted. I don't want you to stop posting. I don't want you to stop commenting. I read every comment, and I love every one of you guys, and even go back and reread the comments from time to time, and go back and find the comments where you guys responded to my comments. And I love it. I absolutely enjoy it. But I do know that going forward, responding to every single comment might be an impossibility. I wanted to prepare you guys for that eventuality. I know most people probably don't care, or they would tell me they're not offended, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention it to you guys, that this is something that I really wanted to do. To that effect, instead, I will be coming on here doing, if there's a question that I get multiple times, or if I get a really interesting question, one that I want to answer but want to spend some time on, I'm just going to make a video and respond to it. So you guys have a little bit of that to look forward to. Which brings me to the next point. You guys might have noticed that ads have started appearing on these videos. That was not my choice. Apparently the channel has grown so quickly and have gotten such amazing numbers. Once again, all you guys, that's fantastic. I love the fact that this story is getting out there and you people are spreading it around and interacting. It's grown so much that YouTube's like, we want to make some money off of this guy. So they started slapping ads onto my videos. I never wanted to monetize. I never wanted to put advertisements on the videos personally. So when I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, I said, I'm not doing it. I didn't want you guys to, which by the way, the 1,000 subscriber mark is where that YouTube starts letting you monetize videos and that kind of stuff. So I never wanted a barrier between the story we're telling, you guys seeing the miracle, you guys seeing God interacting in our lives, and I never wanted to put a barrier there. And as little as an extra 30-second clip of an advertisement I deemed as offensive. And plus there's this whole thing of like monetizing this stuff. It's just felt really weird to me. So I never wanted to do it. But now YouTube has kind of forced my hand. These videos have already started, these advertisements have already started appearing on the videos, and I have no say in the matter. So I took the necessary steps to join the creator program. I'm going to be, I think you get a say in what type of advertisements show up, so I'll have a little more control there. And any money that gets made from it, a portion of the proceeds are going to go to Brittany's memorial fund. For those of you who don't know, Brittany was an avid businesswoman. You notice that a lot in the earlier videos and even in the later videos, we talk about the business all the time and running a business. This was because this was Brittany's love. She loved, I don't even think she loved running a successful business. I just think she loved running a business in general. The woman couldn't have a hobby without going, I could probably turn this into a business and make profit on it. And then her hobby would turn to the hobby of making a business out of her hobby. I couldn't leave her alone for 10 minutes without this happening. I went to bed many nights with her doing research on, hey, I'm gonna look up some stuff on soap making, and I'll come to bed. I wake up the next morning, Brittany's not in bed. I get up, she's got papers littered everywhere, curled up over her computer like a little gremlin, typing away. Like looks at me with these bloodshot eyes and goes, "I've got it. I can make a business out of this." Like, no, I just don't want. I want you to have fun, not. But anyway. I digress. She had a blast doing that, and she loved business, and part of that was inspired by her love of FBLA. When she was in high school, she was a part of this organization, the Future Business Leaders of America, and she was actually pretty heavy involved in the the organization itself and running it, and like competitions and stuff like that. So when she passed away, her grandfather approached me and says, "How would you feel about opening a memorial fund in her name to for underprivileged kids who are unable to pay their way to finals and various events that cost money. Like sometimes they got to fly out to California to have these giant competitions if the kids are good enough, and a bunch of these underprivileged kids would have an opportunity to compete, which is exactly the scenario that happened to her. She was doing very well, wound up in a situation where, like, all right, finals are in California. It's $1,000 for the ticket, and and you got to pay your meals and whatnot. And I think it was Gran was a benefactor in this, and just wrote her a check and said go. And because of that, she was able to have these experiences. So whenever her grandfather said, "We're going to set up a memorial fund in her name for FBLA," I ugly cried. Like, I ugly cried and laughed at the same time. I've never experienced joyful tears. And if you've never experienced it, it's a bizarre feeling. You're crying out loud, but you're so happy at the thought of what you're crying about. It's so weird. I digress. So yeah. So this memorial fund is set up in her name. It's at her old high school. And some of the proceeds that I make from these videos will go there. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do this. Whatever paltry amount comes my way, I'll just thank you guys, because that's all there is to it. Thank you for just hanging out with us and putting up with these ads that are now appearing on my videos. So, thanks. Milo. I can't make this up. I really can't make this up right now. Ah! Anyway, it's always the Milo show, isn't it? Isn't it, Milo? Isn't it? It's always the Milo show. Anyway. Ow! God! Dog! Ow. Okay, enough. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Go. Oh, gosh. All right. So, which brings me to the final point in all of this mess. For the longest time, I thought I was going to be done with these videos. I was going to upload the last video of me and Brittany. As of this moment, there's only 2 left. As I've said, the end of this journey is coming. The end to Brittany's journey is coming. and I film it. The point is that many of you have been asking me, why don't you continue doing vlogs? And I started off with a well, I'll do a few more. I'm not just gonna drop you guys immediately. Like I'm gonna, I'll do some frequently asked questions. I maybe do some lives, maybe do some AMAs. We'll have some fun. We'll do some things, and I'll eventually let the videos drift off into the wild blue yonder as I move on. But the more time goes on, the more I realize that we've developed a bit of a community here. You guys are interested in not only Brittany's story, but mine as well, which the humble part of me is like, why? Like, why on earth would you be interested in me? But I know you guys are strangely connected to us now, and I think it'll do me some good to carry it. It'll do me some good to carry on this tradition and this journey, and it'll do me some good to continue promoting the kingdom, talking about God, to continue talking about my healing process and my healing journey. I think one of the things that I have to say, though, is that the form will change over time. I'm not going to grieve Brittany forever. As much as I loved her, as much as I would like to grieve her forever, the focus will have to shift from an us to a me, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but yeah. All things to be discussed and discovered over time as the videos go on, and I guess the best way for me to put this is I will be here until God calls me to go elsewhere. And that's it. So that being said, I just want to end on the note that none of this would be possible without you. You guys are all it. So I'm thankful for you guys following me and Brittany along all this time. I'm thankful for you guys continuing to watch. For my newcomers, I ask that go back and look at some of the older videos. The journey itself is pretty impressive. I think in the coming weeks I will do a recap of a sort, or maybe, I don't know, like I don't really understand 100% about YouTube, but maybe there's a way to like pin a video. It's like, hey, you guys want to see the major highlights of the story? Check out this, and because let's face it, there's 90 episodes. I'm not expecting you to watch every episode. I'm really not, but there are some major moments that are important to understanding the straight up nonsense that we went through. One of the comments that I get so often was like, the poor girl never caught a break. And it's true. We never caught a break. We were constantly under assault. It never ended. I mean, as soon as we caught a break, or we thought we caught a break, a tree falls on our house. Like, as soon as we thought we caught a break, we wind up running to the emergency room. As soon as we thought we caught a break, something happens with the car or whatever. Like, there was never a moment where we got to settle and we got to sit. And watching that is kind of, watching some of that stuff is key to understanding just how wild this story was. I don't know. At this moment in time, it's 8 months, almost 9 months now. She passed January 16th. It is currently September 29th. I don't know, you guys do the math. It's been a while. And my healing journey has come a long way. And I think that needs to be the focus of what I do kind of going forward. What does life look like post cancer? What does life look like moving on without your best friend? So I'd be honored to have you guys hang out with me and learn a little bit along the way, just like I'm learning. So, all right, I think that's enough for this video. So, Milo, Myers out.